Okay, so I'm actually back and back on my feet more or less. So I need to make a birthday cake for my daughter. She's turning 9 tomorrow, which when you see this, it'll actually be today. It'll be her birthday. She's turning 9, my baby. But anyway, so I'm actually making her a gluten-free, lactose-free cake. This one, I have to make sure it's nut-free because I know she's going to want to take it to school. So I had to make sure it's nut-free because our school is a nut-free school. So you can use almond milk for this if you wanted to. Soy milk, it really doesn't matter. It's just I only have lactose-free and almond milk here, so I have to use the lactose-free milk. But you can use the non-dairy milks, and you actually can, I am going to be using eggs in this, but you can use the aquafaba eggs. I hope I'm saying that right for this. But I want to show you this. Super easy. This is all we're going to use for a flour. White rice flour. One flour. That is it. And I don't have my scale out. I'm using a measuring cup. Oh, yes, it is super easy to make this cake. I stumbled across it. I made it once, didn't really care for it until I got playing with it, tweaking with it. Now I have it where it just tastes like a normal cake. And the people who tried it didn't even know it was gluten-free or vegan. But I'm not making it vegan today. I'm being lazy and I'm using eggs. But you take 1 cup flour, white rice flour, and it doesn't want to come out of my thing. Now, the recipe I'm giving you, or I'll post, will be for 1 cake, but you'll see I have 2 bowls here. It's because I'm doubling it so I can make her a double layered cake. Because it's a birthday cake, it's got to be double layered. So we got 1 cup. I'm just going to go here and get this one done. So 1 cup flour. I've misplaced my sugar. I had my sugar. We need 1 cup of sugar. Hopefully this will give me another cup. Will it? That's close enough. I need to wash this thing anyway, so it works out good. Okay. We need a whisk. I'm not very prepared for doing this. I apologize. I've got so much stuff on the go since now I'm like kind of back on my feet. This is just horrible. I still have to wrap the birthday present. I still got to finish cleaning up the house, but I'm going to do that later. Just, oh, all the stuff. Now also, one of these I'm going to make chocolate, and the other one I'm going to leave it as plain and make it like a white cake. And the reason I'm doing that is just for fun effect. So, you need 1/3 of a cup. As soon as I can find my 1/3 of a cup. You need 1/3 of a cup cocoa powder. Hopefully I have 1/3 of a cup here. And if you put more in there, well then hey, it'll just be a little extra chocolatey, right? Come on. There we go. You know what? There's not much left in there. So, toss that into the recycling. Get a second whisk. Just mix this up. Alright. Now let's put our powders in. Wait, oh, you guys almost seen a massive mess there. Oh, that I would have been a little mad over that. All right. we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And a little bit of salt. You can leave this out, but the salt just helps bring out the sweet in it. If anyone's ever actually wondering why you put salt in cakes or in cookies, that's why. It helps bring out the sweetness in it. So make sure you stir that up really, really well. Make your fun little well. I normally don't, but for the sake of the camera and for the sake of you guys, I will. I normally just dump everything in, because I'm sorry, who actually always makes a well? I don't. You need, oh wait, hang on. I'm going to show you guys actually how I do this. I just need to get these out of my way. I need a bigger kitchen. Oh. Okay. Actually, I don't need a better kitchen, a bigger kitchen. I need a kitchen that's a little bit better set up than this one. Okay, in here, let me check and make sure I have these in the right spot so you can see them. Yep. Okay, so in here I have 3/4 of a cup of lactose-free milk, and again, you can use almond milk, soy milk, you use whatever milk you want to use. Oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Milk, right. Okay, and in here I have 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar just to curdle it to make it like buttermilk. So I've had that sitting there for a few minutes now already. I did that pre-camera. So what I like doing is adding everything in the measuring cups, all the liquid stuff. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is homemade, so I probably don't need to use a full teaspoon, but I do. I am also, like I said, I'm being lazy today and I'm using eggs. I know, why are you doing that? You might drop the shell in. Sorry, Mom. That's just a whole nother dish you gotta wash. I'm not sure if she'll watch it, but I know she'll be thinking it if she sees this. You're cracking it right in there. There's gonna be eggshells in there. Extra calcium. But again, you can use the, oh, see, I dropped the whole egg in there. That was awesome. I've never done that before. Ha! Okay, that was fun. Oh, and I can't even put that in my compost because I dropped that in the milk. Dang it. Ah! Anyway, I've done that little rant. You can use the aquafaba eggs, which, like I said, is 6 teaspoons. Now, this is just for 2 eggs. It's 6 teaspoons of the chickpea liquid and 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. You mix them together and let them sit for about 10 minutes, and that will be the equivalent of 2 eggs. So we're just going to break up the eggs, mix that all together, get everybody happy. And I also have my oven preheating. I always turn my oven on to preheat it before I start cooking. I imagine everybody does that, but I don't know. It just makes more sense to me. Have your oven heating up while you're prepping for the thing, like whatever you're baking, cookies, cakes, muffins. I'd say cupcakes, but I don't do cupcakes. So cupcakes in your case if you make them. I don't. All right. So we've got the egg in there. Now, I have 1/4 of a cup of melted coconut oil in here. Now this is probably going to harden right up because the milk is cold. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's a first. Normally it solids itself right up. Put a quarter of a cup coconut oil in there. In there. All of your liquids are in your measuring cups, and all you gotta wash is your measuring cups because you were gonna wash them anyway because you had milk in them. Can you tell I hate washing dishes because I do too many dishes in the course of one day as it is. I'll put those eggshells in the compost because they didn't drop in the milk. Now, make sure you grease your pans or spray them at this point. You can grease them with butter if you like. My hands don't allow me to do that. Joys of arthritis. My hands don't allow me to do certain things. So, I just take the convenient road and do it that way. Alright. Okay. So we are going to take one of these mixtures here and pour and mix in. Mix, mix, mix. You know, the worst part is I have a KitchenAid. Like, I have a stand mixer. And do you think I ever use it? Nope. I use it for bread making and stuff like that, or when my arthritis is so bad that I just can't function at all throughout the course of a day and I need to make something. Oh, or if I'm making pudding. Takes like 5 seconds or like 2 minutes in a stand mixer to make it, comparison to whipping it by hand. Let's get the second one going. Alright. This one's a bit liquidy because I didn't add the cocoa powder, so I'm hoping that's not going to make a difference. I've never done it without the cocoa powder in it, so let's hope this works. So we take our sprayed pans. Into a cake pan it goes. Now yes, like I said, this recipe only makes one cake. Slat of cake, I guess you'd want to say. Yes, I scrape my bowls clean. You can see this is a little bit thin comparison to most cakes because most cake batters are really thick. But this is so thin, but it comes out just so, I don't know, it's so moist and so tender and falls apart. And it does fall apart because the last time I made it, I went to go put it onto a cooling rack from the cake pan. It actually broke. I had to try and piece it back together with the icing I was putting on it. It's actually kind of funny. Alright. So now these will go into a 325 degree oven, preheated of course, for 30 to 40 minutes, or until you do the toothpick test and your toothpick comes out clean, then you know it's done. But I'll bring you back when these are out of the oven so you can see what they look like. And maybe when I have the cake iced and vaguely decorated. I suck at decorating, I'll be honest with you. I'll take a picture and maybe put it at the end of the video so you guys can see what her birthday cake looks like. And here we go. One chocolate cake. I'm going to put my gloves on. One chocolate cake and one vanilla cake. This one was done before the chocolate. But you can see, they look just like regular cakes. And I'm going to let them cool pretty much completely in the pans before I take them out and then cool on the cooling rack. Just so hopefully that way maybe they won't break quite as easy. But there we go. I will take pictures of them when they're done, and I'll even take a picture, if I remember, of when I slice into the cake so you guys can see what the insides of these actually look like. But yes, the starting of a birthday cake that is gluten-free and super easy to make, and nobody would know the difference. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe if you haven't. Bye!